Here's why focusing on the lowest score is the slowest way to improve. If you're drilling your child's lowest ISEE section because it needs the most work, you may actually be slowing progress without realizing it. And I get why this happens. Parents are wired to fix what looks broken. So when one section comes back lower than the others, that section becomes the obsession. More drills, more correction, more pressure. It feels logical. But give me the next few minutes and I'll show you why starting with strengths, not weaknesses, raises scores faster and protects your child's confidence along the way. I've watched capable, intelligent students stall for months despite consistent effort. Not because they couldn't improve, but because the strategy was completely upside down. Here's what most families do when they see one section lagging behind. They spend a disproportionate amount of time on the weakest area. They push harder when results don't move. They start wondering why effort isn't translating into gains. And meanwhile, the child starts associating test prep with one feeling: failure. Here's the problem with that approach. Confidence drives performance across all sections. When prep begins in a child's weakest area, errors feel louder, effort feels pointless, motivation drops. The brain does not learn well when it's constantly reminded of what it can't do. So even when instruction is solid, progress slows because the emotional cost is too high. This is where families need a reframe. Here's the strategy that actually works. Step 1, start where success is the most available. This means targeting the highest scoring section first, not because the other sections don't matter, but because quick wins rebuild belief, and belief unlocks effort. When a child sees, oh, I can improve, engagement changes immediately. Step 2, let momentum carry into weaker areas. Once confidence rises, weaker sections improve faster with less resistance. The child shows up differently. Mistakes feel fixable instead of personal, and instruction finally sticks. Step 3, reframe prep as skill building, not damage control. Children perform best when prep feels like progress, not punishment. When prep feels like we're building something instead of we're fixing what's wrong with you, results accelerate. Here's why this works. Confidence is cumulative. Once a child believes improvement is possible, the entire score profile starts to lift, not just one section. That's why we use something called a baseline score map. It helps families see where the leverage actually is, not just where the number looks lowest. Instead of reacting to panic points, you focus on the areas most likely to produce early gains. And when confidence and scores rise together, everything else gets easier. That's always my goal in these videos. Not more pressure, not more panic, just smarter strategy applied calmly.